Hello, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whatever it is there. I hope you are having a good one. Welcome to Coffee with Wes. I am Wes here at Rich New Design, and this is some coffee. So, once again, I have early on in the program delivered. Watch. You've now had coffee with Wes. Hope everybody is having a beautiful day. This is September 10th, 2024. It is a Tuesday. I have just got done watching Scratch and Pete PA's live. Premiere. I was just watching his. I'm normally not up in time to watch his. He's the most supportive guy out here on YouTube. And so I felt good that I was actually awake to be able to watch it today. Mark's gas station. Peace and love, Mark. I hope you are having a good day. I hope everybody out there is having a good day. I slept some this morning. I slept some this morning because I needed to give somebody a wake up call at 11. They didn't want to wake up. They didn't want to wake up. They wanted more time. And so I called them again at I think it was 11 at 12. It was I'll call it 12 at noon, and they still didn't want to wake up. So I'm letting people sleep because that's what kind people do. You let people sleep if they're tired. And it's September 10th. I'm feeling good today. This is a momentous day for me. This is a big day, so I'm kind of basking in it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. It's September 10th last year was the first day that Azura, those of you that watched our Lapstick program last year, Azura was the Queen Alien Spider puppet that showed up that Allie had brought. It was the funniest thing I had ever been a part of. I absolutely loved it and totally fell in love with her in the process. So September 10th, I'll remember this day. It's kind of easy. It's the day before September 11th. So, I'll never forget it. Bud Fowles, peace and love. Peace and love. Were you over there at Pete's? I left a comment over at Pete's because I said I had no way have the energy to be able to keep up with the chat over there. There's so many people. He's got a premiere every Tuesday at 12:15 p.m. and it is a off the hook. Just that chat is moving so fast. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. It's too much for a guy like me. I am just easing my way into the day. There's no way I could handle anything along those lines. Has everybody been clicking on that like? Is everybody doing that thing? We are here to have some coffee. We're here to have some coffee. We're here to get the day going. The coffee's not important. I mean, the important thing about this is the positive energy and the positive message. Brandy, peace and love. Peace and love. Good afternoon. Is it still morning? Depending upon exactly what time zone everybody's hanging out in here, and some of you, I know, are across the pond, and so there's all sorts of things. But it is a Tuesday. I am feeling good. I am feeling good this week. I'm getting back at the doing the lives, and it's another reason why I wanted to make sure. And then I slammed my elbow onto my desk. It's another reason I wanted to make sure that I did another live today. That I keep doing these. I'm going to try to do the coffee with Wes every day. I'm not sure what time. I'm not sure when it's going to happen because I have not gotten to that schedule where I know this is okay. This is going to be my schedule for a while. Everything is still up in the air. Still doing a late night. Allie and I had a stream until it was probably 3 o'clock in the morning. We were testing the new features in StreamYard. StreamYard will allow you to create reusable rooms, which it's kind of handy if you already have it set up. And I have this set up with the Coffee with Wes, and it was set up as Coffee with Wes when I got here this morning, which is important to me because we'd been working that other one last night, which used a different branding. And so with the different branding, I wanted to make sure that this was going to solve the issue where you had to set up the branding each time for the show. And when you've got different shows going on, you end up having to go through all this setup because it uses whatever the last room that was in use. It uses whatever the last settings were. It looks so far to be that Coffee with Wes is using the correct settings. It's pulling that in, so there really isn't an issue with that. We were testing that last night. Allie and I were working through that, getting some of that done. That was a good time. We had some fun. I took the night off from playing any bass or any guitar, and just let her run some background music just to keep things interesting. And it felt like it did. Maxwell House, for anybody that's wondering, Maxwell House, just black coffee, keeping me going. So it's September 10th. It's the anniversary of Azura showing up and having a good time there, and to celebrate it with me, it's Will Dick from the Art of Floundering podcast.
Peace and love, man. Good morning.
Peace
How you
and
doing?
love. Good morning. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I decided to I had thought about doing one of these at 6 a.m. and I
Right.
thought, no, let me get some sleep. So I decided to sleep for a couple hours this morning and do this now.
I'm
It's
shocked because I know you guys. I listened to you guys last night, and I was, dude. I'm on the morning schedule now, and so
okay.
well, we'll see how long it lasts, but but I got up early to go do my walk, and I'm like, so I was checking to see if he did it live, and I'm like, I thought you'd be crashed all day. I'm shocked, dude. So
Actually, she had wanted to get up at 11. And I said, "Do you want me to call you at 11?" And she's like, "Yes, call me to wake me up at 11." And I thought, if I got to stay up till 11, I'm really going to have a rough friggin' day. So I went ahead and laid down 6 something, I think it was, and got myself some sleep. And so I'd be able to wake up to call her at 11. There's no way she's waking up. I
right.
spoke to her at 11. I spoke to her then again during the wake up call at 12. And it was, she said 30 more minutes. And I said, why don't you just wake up naturally? Just,
Yeah.
let your body get caught back up and then wake up naturally. And Rosalie, peace and love.
Peace and
Peace
love,
and love
Rosalie,
out there.
Brandy, the Bud
Uh,
Files, man.
Brandy, Bud Fowles Mark's gas station. No, I want to be doing these coffee with Wes every day. And it would be cool if it were like a noontime thing.
Yeah, I'm
It
good.
would be
I mean,
cool if it
whatever
were.
works for you guys, man. I mean,
I think
my dance card's open.
I'm hoping to get her. We'll see how quickly she can get onto a day schedule, onto a more day schedule. I don't know. We'll
It's
be
tough.
going. She'll have something to do in the mornings, and so we'll end our evening at 2 or something. She'll do her thing in the morning, but then she'll nap in the afternoon. And I'm just as guilty of doing it.
Well, I'm almost thinking that. I mean, it's noble, but you guys are not in the same place. So, I mean, you could be talking late at night anyway. I would worry about the schedule when you move to Buffalo because I just think it's
That's
unrealistic between. I mean, you know what I mean?
it.
Uh,
Really is. It really
yeah,
it's a bit difficult.
yeah.
It does take a lot, but no, she once we well yeah probably when I moved to and even then it's still gonna I'm just gonna be a disaster. I'll just
Well,
unless there's something that has to happen and everything. I'm hoping Gary's feeling better, so he's feeling up for bringing Charlie out. Uh,
yes.
Last week's live high or die that I ended up having to cancel on
Yeah.
Thursday. It was Gary wasn't going to be able to make it because of the way he felt, and then Allie started to have some anxiety, and she was feeling anxious, and it was like, why don't I just cancel? Why don't that
Yeah.
way it just goes easier, and I hung with her and all that, and because I want to make sure that we're doing good stuff when we bring it back, and
Yeah, and that's it, people are dying for not dying, but yeah, I mean, maybe Wednesday. Nah, maybe Wednesday's a better night because Axe and Nacho started. No, I just for a variety of reasons. You know what
well,
I mean?
I along with coffee with Wes, I'm
Hmm.
considering doing a every night random live.
Okay.
I'm thinking about 9 p.m. I'm thinking about just an hour where people are actually still there, because we're not doing the multi streaming, because they're going to knock down. They're going to use that to
Right.
demonetize channels, and
Right.
so we need to start doing stuff on your channel. We need to stuff. I've been doing stuff with Allie on hers each night and everything, and so that we spread everything out and everybody gets some
Well,
views and hours.
I'm okay.
But
I'm okay because what I'm gonna be doing the lives, and believe me, I get enough, traffic, and it's gonna be a while. This is perfect, dude. I mean, I'm trying to get into more of because of my mom and everything. So there's gonna be a
yeah,
little bit more. Not much, trust me. I mean, it's still gonna be a reggae weed fest, but just a little structure. I want to be able to take care of her stuff during the day and have the evenings free to whatever. You know what I mean? So
if we move those evenings earlier, that's the thing. We've got those
yeah,
evenings moved
I'm good
so
with
damn
that.
late.
Yeah,
Move the
that
evenings a little bit earlier. That way, everybody can. I mean, I can live on small amounts of sleep, but I need that, like you're saying, that get that daytime schedule, get those things going and everything, so that there's some structure. I'm doing my best to get by with the way things are, but no. Today, I don't know if you heard. Today is September 10th,
yeah.
and it was last year September 10th was when Azura first made her way to the
Oh,
alien report. So this for me is a big day. Uh, that was on our Lapstick program. For those that don't know, it was live animation and puppetry, filthy ass show, and we would start every show with this segment called the Alien Report. And Allie had become a part of the show, but she had only been little green haired girl, and little green haired girl was the straight person. She's the one, the rational, sane one,
right.
listening to all these idiots. So it wasn't as though Ellie got to really do comedy. And I remember the day I was, because I already was really impressed with her and everything else, and I was excited to see this new puppet she had, and I wanted to see her comedy. I thought, I wonder how she's going to do. I hope she really, this will be fun. I hope she has fun. It was the funniest shit I'd ever, the whole spider, the mysterious, everything about that character. I was just absolutely rolling. And if you listen, you can kind of hear that I am completely enamored with her at that moment. Steve the alien, he says at one point, "I now understand what the word smitten means." He says that comment.
It
That
makes
was the
sense
whole
to me
thing.
now, dude, because when this was going, I was just oblivious. But I've gone back and I was watching some old stuff, and I'm like, holy shit, it's obvious now. But at the
It
time, well, it wasn't creepy. It was obvious, like it was almost like this kind of reaction, dude. When you watch the first time, you almost did like a this, when she came
it
out.
really was.
Yeah,
I'm busting laughing at you're British. I was
yeah,
just I because she's got a British accent. I start dying laughing about all that, and it really was, and I didn't say a word, right? Because
right.
I thought, well, this I'm not in the running. I don't fall into the category here and everything. And so it was one of those. She just in my mind became my muse, and everything, and my
Dude, like I
inspiration. But
said, get the Buffalo. We'll figure out a weekly show, and
life
then
life will be good.
madness in
We'll get
between.
that
Yeah,
happening.
dude. I'm getting ready to have a bigger studio space, by the way, and there'll be a lot more space here. And so plenty of space. When and if you guys want to come visit, man, open invitation. Maybe next summer when things are settled down, come out here. We'll all do a couple open mics, and then I'll come up to Buffalo. Just something to think
You know,
about.
the bad thing is, you're talking about travel. The
Mhm.
bad thing is, I have been looking at all these different shorts and all these things on these big motorhomes,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, that's so tempting. That's so tempting. Just let me just spend a year in a motorhome. One of
Well,
those kind of
my
things. And
mom, she can't it's over. Like no more driver's
yeah,
license. So I was like, how much you paying for insurance? So she's going to get rid of her car, and we're getting her one of those, kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So,
yep.
but I was looking at vans. I was just like, because
Mm-hmm.
I got a Volkswagen Tiguan, so I can tow it, I guess. But I'm just thinking it's just got to be an easier. I'll figure it out, man. But that'll be great for her
That
because she can just motor around all over the place in that thing.
that'll get that mobility and everything
Hmm.
going. I'm I'm eager to do some traveling. I'm eager to get around and do some stuff. I'm eager to get things going with the show. She and I
Yeah,
are developing. We keep developing these characters, developing the neighborhood they live in, figuring out their dynamic with
yeah,
neighbors. It's the best thing I can say is the closest that I keep going to in my head is the Munsters
I love
living
it,
there, having their
love it.
job, having all that other stuff, and yet living, in a society of normal people, and they're not the normal people. And the two that we have there, it's the wizard and the goblin, and so I did. There was a little bit of a preview there when I left Gary's on Sunday morning. I guess it was 3 a.m. It was 2 a.m. or so, and because her character's name is Gorlexia. The name of the show I think we're gonna use is because I'm Amadeus, and it's Desi and Lexi
Love it.
are kind of what people know us as. And so,
Hmm.
Lexi, are you ready to roll? And she did the goblin voice, and we just both disappeared at the end of that
I
show. It
love
was,
it, dude.
I'm out of here, but
I can't wait
she's
to see it
gorgeous.
because I mean every day she's getting more badass with the animation, and because
Holy
because she's
shit!
a real artist. I mean the character it's gonna be. I can't wait, dude. I
The
can't wait.
characters are so good. Her art, she is every day, just
Yeah,
every day honing these skills in Adobe, and I love watching that. That
I
that
dig
is
it,
one of the
man.
things. Her drive and everything to learn is just so appealing to me. So fucking appealing to
Yeah.
me. It's it's half of it right there. But now we're
Yeah.
developing that and moving forward with, but we're taking our time to make sure that it's a complete thing coming up with that series.
No,
I'd like to
I
have
get it.
the first season figured out. They all don't have to be written. The scripts don't, but I want to know what that storyline and that
No.
arc that we're gonna have over the entire time. And so we're doing that. I don't know if you noticed. We're using the reusable rooms. There was an issue with StreamYard before. When you create a new room, it would default to whatever the last room that was used was. And so you'd
Hmm.
end up having to change backgrounds, do all this other stuff. Reusable rooms. That way, when I click end stream here, this stays set up. We can there's a create button that shows up. You can then create a recording or create another stream, whatever it is, and it's going to look just like this. So, it's going to Pendar, peace and
Endar,
love.
peace and
Peace
love,
and
man.
love. Good to see you. Hope you are having a fantastic Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about doing a music vibe or a random thing tonight. One or the other. Uh, I
Well,
didn't
it'd
play
be
any
good
music.
because the debate's on, and I think people might be looking for a diversion. My mom's all into it, so I'm gonna.
Is the debate tonight?
Yeah, but people, I mean, dude, people are gonna want a diversion after that. You know what I mean? I think, but
I have just stayed. So the only thing in the news that I found any interest in, and then I was so disappointed by, was the SpaceX launch that just happened.
yeah, I saw it.
Uh,
Uh,
Four civilians supposed to, they're going to go into the radiation belt. We're going to
yep.
have, it's going to be the first civilian spacewalk, all this other stuff. So I'm really, I know geosynchronous satellites are up there at 30,000 feet, 40,000
Hmm.
or kilometers, 40,000 kilometers, really high up there. Uh, and I know that what we have normally, like when the space shuttle was up and where we have our actual space station right now, the ISS, those are all at about 400 miles. which is like nothing. It's like
Hmm.
nothing. It's like if you have a globe, it's a quarter inch up off the globe. That's how high we're normally getting up. I was so disappointed. This is only going to be 800 miles.
Yeah.
It's yes, it's going to be twice the distance, but it's only 800 miles
It's
above
still
the
low
planet.
orbit. Yeah.
I'm thinking, hey, we're getting out close to we're gearing up for the moon. We're gearing up to do that. And I had heard about they're going to have one of those where they're going to send them around the moon, but and that's why I was thinking, oh, it's they're going to be doing the big one. And no, it's not as exciting as I thought it would. It is civilians. It is moving the space program forward. So I'm happy about that. I want to see. I don't know. I'm so disappointed that life went the way it did, and after the early '70s and people lost interest, we just didn't keep
Yeah.
going.
Because we would have
That
been like, God only knows, man. But it's
we should have been investigating. We should have really been, but there were no clear resources to be bringing back. No, and so there was no motivation, no
well now I
political
think
will.
now it. I think we all. I mean, the sooner we can get on those comets, man, and start mining diamonds and shit. You know what I mean? And so
Well, you got to have crazy billionaires. I
yeah, I
guess
I
it's a
agree.
necessity. I think
Yeah.
it's a necessity. You got to have somebody with the resources and just the craziness to say we're gonna do this. I'm not a fan of Elon, but is
Yeah.
he a necessary evil?
He
Because
pushes the envelope. He
we
pushes the
we
he doesn't.
need this.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We need this because we don't have the political will to do anything. It's just profit center when it comes to the government. We need to privatize space in order to move forward. So he is I guess, a necessary evil in it. You need those crazy guys that are looking to get their name attached to stuff. Like, remember the around the world balloon race?
Hmm.
Steve Fawcett, Richard Branson. Who's going to be the first of
Yep.
these ultra rich guys with their balloons to make it around the world? I love that kind of shit. I
I do
love that
too.
kind of shit. Who's going to go deepest in the ocean? Oh, yeah, Cameron. Oh, he's gonna do it here. You need these guys with insane amounts of money and just the desire to
Well,
push
I
the
tell you,
envelope and do things.
watching what happened with that Boeing Starliner, just as like, we need more redundancy. It should be okay. We can, just not like you're going to stay there till 2025. We're trying to figure. I would be
There's no
pissed.
contingency plans.
None.
There's no contingency plans. There's no,
Yeah.
well, if this happens, we'll save the day with this. It's really a wait and see.
They
We
should
are
have
we are
like
in
an
such.
escape capsule up there, like I'm sure they don't they have something like that? Just some kind of like,
It was one of
jettison
those
off or something,
the Russian things.
Yeah.
The Soyuz. It's a Russian Soyuz that they keep parked up there,
Yeah, and
but
it's
I don't
falling
think
apart.
it's big enough to bring everybody down.
No.
And the way they were doing those Soyuz is they'd bring one up and they'd bring the other one down. So they'd keep they replenish those.
What's wrong with Elon? I honestly, it has, in my opinion, he's not he's spending too much time talking and not completing things. For example, look at the build on the Cybertruck. I mean, because what he's doing with spinal research is awesome. I just wish he would just, you know what I mean, just stay in there and move this shit forward. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he hit the nail on the head.
yeah.
The guy wants the spotlight too much and has way too much of an agenda and is looking to push things forward. I've
And
never
nothing's getting accomplished. Just
nothing's
talk.
getting
Yeah,
it's a lot of talk, and so I mean we need people like that. We need
definitely.
somebody to
Yeah.
move stuff forward. But no, the and Twitter. Fun things are one thing, but there's so much crap. There's so much. I had to get off of it.
I
It was
hate
like,
I
and
hate it.
I will say after he took
Yeah.
over, it did open the fucking floodgates, and all of a sudden my news feed is just full of, not full of people with fun things to say,
No, it's all hate.
full of people with
Yeah.
bullshit and hate. and I'm not a bullshit and hate guy. I
Yeah,
am not.
it's
I am so far flung from a bullshit and hate guy. It, so it didn't seem, and Facebook's almost that way now. Facebook's all bullshit and hate, and
look who just
it's
joined
like,
us.
oh, the Falcro, the
Hey, what's up,
Falcro.
Falcro?
Shit, hey Richard, I could send you one.
I hate censorship too, but
I
just
hate
because there's no
censorship.
censorship does I mean it's kind of like I don't know. It's just I'm
Well, it was
frustrated because you're right. He pushes the envelope. I don't think we'd have a space program were not for him right now. He's pushing it, you know?
yeah, I agree with you. He has
Yeah.
allowed that to happen. We needed the reusable rockets. So much of the technology has brought has been good. It's just a no the personality. There's too much. You see the memes where it's like, hey there, movie star.
Right.
We don't need to hear your opinion.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same with Elon. It's the same with fucking Elon.
That's my
Bring us
point.
those great things. Bring us this. But it doesn't mean that we need to hear your opinion or anything along those lines. Or idolize you because you have tons of money. Labor is what produces all wealth. It's not this prick at the top. He's the one. He's the one in basically working debt to be able to do all these things and all. But I don't like once those opinions come out there, then the hairs go up on the back of my neck, and I'm thinking
Well,
oligarchy, oligarchy,
Well,
and
and if
I,
I'm a
I
shareholder, like in Tesla, I would be like, because to be like, stay the fuck out of politics because you're going to piss off 50% of the public that's out there buying shit.
yeah.
Stay out of it. You know?
As a shareholder, you want to, you know, it's the same as people complaining when companies and just for public reasons, when companies will adopt a what's called a woke agenda.
Right.
If and oh, we're doing this. It's the same. It's disingenuous. It's
Yeah.
disingenuous. Your job is this of business. Your job is of this product of whatever it is. Don't don't become a public mouthpiece on morals and shit like that. That's when no, that's not why I'm here. I'm here because you're pushing the envelope with electric vehicles. You're moving things forward when it comes to alternative energies and battery
Yeah.
resources and things. That I'm all for. Uh, the different things with what he's doing with the spine with the brain chip, all the I really want these things to move forward.
Same here.
Just geez, the polarization. He's another. It's like the news. It's like the news. The news is there to tell you what to think and how to think, and he's doing the same thing. Uh, so I want him to just back the fuck off and be that billionaire moving us forward and just shut the fuck up.
Well,
Uh,
like you said, but it's like little things. Like if you look at the reviews of the Cybertruck, it's like inexcusable. Seams not lining up. It's like, in as much money as I mean, it's like, and that's not all. But he's the leader, and the criticism is he's got too many irons in the fire, and so just nothing ever really
Too many
gets.
irons, and he's a micromanager.
Yeah,
That's the issue. He doesn't. He's not. He. I don't think he's fully nobody. Anybody. If you're working for him, you've got to be thinking about him the whole time.
of
You got to
course,
be
of
what's
course.
his agenda because this is a. I'm getting rid of you guy. This is a. I think of. I think of Steve Jobs, and when you hear some of the people that worked at Apple during those days, those
Very
early days, and
similar.
everything, and there's and it is a personality trait that works in management. You've
Mhm.
got to have that dominance. So, but I've also known those types, those successful, and things get to a point, and well, if you're a micromanager and you're spread this fucking thin, and all of your management team are all so worried about you and your opinion, they're not focused on goals. They're not focused on what they're doing. uh, I think he could empower the people below him more if he didn't have the personality he has
Well,
and
it's
different
it's
stuff. But
it's like all of us, man. Because he str- in the past he struck me as a guy that could listen to pushback, right? And like, hey, you're full of shit. But now, and it just happens to people when you have unlimited. It's just a human nature thing,
Yep.
you know. And it's just he doesn't seem to really be listening to anybody, you
He
know.
doesn't. There isn't a discussion anymore. It's
Nobody can
he's
tell him
now
no.
adopted.
Yeah,
He's
you know.
adopted. This is the answer. This is the way it is. He's just adopted that, and there it's. Once you take debate out of the equation, you've got nothing.
Yeah.
What is seen cannot be unseen. You know, I don't know what it is, Rabbit. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure
Okay.
exactly what you've suffered through, but
Yeah.
there are medications. There are things to
The
help you
pot
forget.
helps.
Things to help you. The pot helps. The
Yeah,
pot always helps. That's what
yeah.
I. That's what I'm
Indulge.
doing today to keep myself going and everything. But peace and love, Rabbit. Peace and love. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing. We're up here. Welcome to Elon Trash Talk. Elon Trash Talk here
Yeah.
on Coffee with Wes. No, I really have been torn. I've
Same here,
in
because I
watching
think he's
and
brilliant, and I like how he's pushed the envelope. But it's like, and it's not an agree or disagree. It's kind of like, what are you doing? You just,
it, it,
what kind of
it
business person are you? You know, you can't do this.
it takes away from all the admirable moves
Oh yeah,
when he just has basically just become another political mouthpiece out there with his own agenda. Yes, but
yeah. And it's like I'm
but it was
so sick.
Leon.
I thought it
I
was.
love that. Oh, that's great. That is great. Now, so I was disappointed in the fact that today's launch, which yes is going to expose to the radiation belt, but barely. It's only 800 and it's only 20 miles higher than was it the I'm trying to remember, was it the Gemini program? They had a spacewalk. They're only going to be 20 miles higher,
Yeah,
so they'll
it's
break the record, but not really, hitting way out there. And let's just live out here in the real radiated areas and so
yeah.
forth. Peace and love, Mr. Smith. Don't you have a show today, Mr. Smith?
I,
I believe
today's
you've got a show
Wednesday,
today.
right? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday. It took me a
Okay.
while. It
Yeah,
took me a moment there. Today is Tuesday. Valerie had a show last night.
it was great. It
I
was
was out
great.
lurking in that. She's always fantastic in that. Shelly Michelle Morrison.
Hey,
Peace and
Shelly, what's
love.
up?
Cheers.
Hollywood has been spewing. It's like I said, man. I don't want to. We all
Oh
have
no, I focused
opinions.
on both. Chat.
Yeah.
I mentioned both. I said you have that complaint, which I will list as valid. The complaint of the Hollywood. I'm not only
Yeah,
complaining
I'm sick
about
of that
Elon.
too.
I'm saying Elon's entering into that fray, and that's not what I want him to be. I want him to be just focus on what your mission is. Focus on all this. That's 50 minutes.
It's just right on.
He is live in 50 minutes. If you like live music, if you like impressive musicians, Mr. Smith is the place to be. This is going to be live drums, just unbelievable, tight as hell. No, no, it's not. There's no left or right, and it
Yeah,
actually just seems so ignorant to me to look and view things as a left or right. That is how division happens.
it's
That
binary
is
thinking, man.
how
That's how we are.
it's
You know, it's yeah.
binary thinking, and we are all over the place
That's our
here, and that's
biggest problem, man.
I will let you know I hate both of these extremes with an equal passion,
Yeah.
Uh, you don't solve problems with the answers given to you by either of the extremes, and the majority of the people in this country. That's why the majority, the biggest block are the non-voters, are the people that are like fuck this. This is the most ignorant. Because you're not given any actual choice. It's this guy or this guy. You're either in this camp or this camp. It's the Bears or the Packers. Pick one, you son of a bitch, or
Right.
you're just wrong.
Unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Thank
You
you.
you are correct. That's the thing.
That is, yeah.
That's what happened to news in this country. That's what happened to news is it's all money.
And
Money is
certainly, like,
the root of all
podcasts.
evil, and
Like when we were doing the morning show 2 years ago, I mean, everybody wanted to get into that space with us. And it's like, but if you watch who's, quote, successful, it's all the people that are like on the extreme of a point of view. And it's that dogma, left or right, it doesn't matter. It's all extreme, which
and
means
I
nothing's getting done, which is
when
too busy arguing.
I can't live in that. I have thought
I
about
know.
it, as a content creator. If it feels like low hanging fruit. It is
Hmm.
a oh, do I want a path to success? Let me just because I have some personality. I know
Right.
that. I know what I bring to the table when it comes to doing a show. And if I were to passionately be pushing an agenda and getting everybody, but I gotta look at myself in the mirror. I gotta feel good about myself, and I just
Right.
the negativity. I can't do that. I at one point in time, I think it was it 2017, 2018, something like that. I did a political cartoon, did some comedy animation, and after 5 or 6, it was you are depressed. You're just
Yeah.
living in this world of muckrake, it just
Hmm.
slinging shit against the wall, and that's not who I want to be. That's not. I don't think I'm adding to a happy society or moving things forward as that person,
Right.
and and that's what I don't think any of these people that are mouthpieces. But that's you're exactly right. That is what sells the ad space.
Yeah.
That's where the money is going because that is how you control the population, and so that's why the healthcare is pumping money into both sides of our political spectrum here because it's hey, keep us in the mix, keep our profit center going, and that's why we don't have universal health care. Yes, things move forward and then backwards with Obamacare, but that was totally well. We got to keep the insurance companies in the fray. We got to
Yeah,
keep
I
all this
know.
stuff in the
Yeah.
fray. Let's do a half-ass measure here that really isn't going to do it. It's bad.
Well, it's it's interesting time, but to your point, it's nice to go against the grain though, and not contribute to part of the problem. I just, like I said, my theory is politics has replaced religion, and that's why you've got these dogmas, and everybody's so entrenched in these camps, and it's like if you deviate, well, then you're excommunicated. And that's either canceling on the
Exactly.
left side, and the right side's got their they both have their excommunication processes.
You see that, so that's why you have people that they won't be on one side or the other, but because they made a statement about something, boom, they are just you are lumped in with one
Right.
side, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I am either AI, although as I've been saying for days now, the lack of doing a really good job of my phone figuring out the voice to text makes me worry about AI's capabilities. I mean,
Oh,
they're doing
good.
great things, but AI is going to save us, or Apophis when it comes back around, that big ass asteroid,
Yeah,
1237 or something like
just
that.
knock us off the
Just
grid.
knock us off the grid. That's what we then money's made up anyway. Once that doesn't exist, then it's just basically let me find myself some protein. It's not real yet. It's getting damn close. It's getting damn close, Mister. It's AI is
Just need
as a
more data.
computer
Just need more
programmer.
data.
I tell you, as a computer programmer, going to ChatGPT and asking it to write you a routine, and then seeing it give you the code,
I love it.
and then just I did the testing with it to see, okay, where does it break down? How many layers of logic can it maintain and know to design? And I could see where it would hiccup. I could see where it because you'd need to take care of a step up here in order to make another work, and I because you're watching as it types it out, and it would just hang. When I really gave it a drawing in a spiral, figuring out this line has to be a certain length and so forth, knowing the logic that you'd have to do it, and it couldn't make that several leap loop. It was just okay. This is embedded too much, and so it was interesting to see where it fell apart. But I've seen plenty of programmers fall apart on the same task, so it was still up to a junior programmer kind of level.
I mean, it's getting. I'll put it to be a geek. It's getting easier to implement, and it's moved beyond because, like, when I worked in it early on, it was probabilities and outcomes. Basically, it was like, give me more data, and it's going to be probabilities and outcomes, and it kind of predicts the future. But I think it'd be nice. This is fantasy world. If they said we're gonna AI for everything with the exception of creativity. Use it as a work tool, as a research tool, because it's going to cure some diseases. It's going to be
I
but
hope
stay away
that
from
it is
creativity. No,
being
no
used for
art, no
that.
music, because it's too cost prohibitive. Because you can't figure out who you need to reimburse. You know what I mean? 3D printing is
Well,
interesting.
it's also the only way though. It it is advancing more and more because of the commercial adoption of it,
Oh yeah,
and and your general person at home isn't using it for solving a big problem when it comes to medical or something. They're using it for, hey, look at me, I've made a neat song,
right.
and
No, I'm
so
talking
it's
about doing statistical process control, doing
exactly
yeah,
really figuring out, going ahead and experimenting and coming up with new drugs and new chemical
yeah,
compounds and new
new strains of
materials
the pot,
research and
man.
different things. New strains of the pot. How
Yeah.
can we make THC even more? Even more.
AI,
That's
Chat GPT. I want to be in a week-long pot coma. What is the? How do I get there?
See, that's what I need. That's what I. But it's working on data sets of people,
Right.
and that's what's really interesting watching all this. And another, we've talked about the simulation, and
Hmm.
are we in the simulation? And right now, with all the information, because we're feeding it, every one of us that when we post our photo, when we post whatever on Facebook, on X, on anything, this thing here, it is absorbing all these data sets so that it can do more and more work and just throwing all that in.
That's why I don't want to participate in Twitter, helping
It,
China get their data. This is a good point too. You
the
can monetize AI.
monetize AI music.
And I got a problem with that because I think legitimate artists are getting ripped off in AI. And so
Well,
I
it's
don't.
the legitimate art and legitimate music that's being used as the data set to
Right.
train all these things on. So it is, and we all do though. Yeah, everything I write is inspired by
Of
something I heard.
course. Of course.
There is no way to escape that, and in a sense, that's what the computer is doing. The AI is. I, it's not sentient yet, but we're headed there, and I
Mm.
believe it's the normal operation of, when I think of evolution, I don't view it as biological evolution. We're the evolution of matter. Just as every star is, matter is heavier and heavier elements, and then they're being shot out in the center from the centers of stars, and we're made up of those heavy elements that came from dead stars and things along those lines. We're the universe figuring itself out. Not my quote. That's from a space program on the History Channel or something that William
Hmm.
Shatner read, but
Okay.
it makes so much sense. And so we're creating that next species. We're
Yes.
creating that mind, that consciousness that can live for eons. And if the universe were a big brain, you'd need this. You'd need
Well,
something that can connect all these different things,
and
figure out quantum communications and all that.
when you hear about like the Aztec records, which is supposed to be a database of all of our ancestors and stuff like this. It's kind of like, well, gee whiz, the universe is an AI system. It's just, but to your
It
point, it's like we always, I heard other people talking about this, so it's not like my thought, but if you look at humans, we're always improving things. You don't see ants going like we got to perfect our ant hill. It's good enough, but we continue. What's the latest? This, that, and it's almost like we're driven to keep producing new. It's like this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know?
It is. It is. I think it is, and I think it's the natural order. And AI is AI a mind, a consciousness that can live longer than us, that can actually connect to the nearest star systems, that can continue to continue. And that's why I think any life we find out there is going to be AI. I don't think we're going to find a warring race of anything out there. I think we're going to find AI because AI is anybody that gets into space has got to be doing serious math. Anybody that gets to that point, you're not making these craft out of wood. You're not
All
making
right.
these craft out of just with your primitive tools. You got some computing going on. You're actually going to end up having to do that, and I think it's a natural progression that it be electronic life that populates the galaxy. Uh, it's made out of matter. It's just differently organized matter than
Mm,
we are, but it's doing the same thing. So just it can be made out of metal and still be life. We don't. I think we have such a myopic view on life because we're in it and we
right.
internalize. Well, it must be like me, and I don't think those limitations exist at all. I think it could be
I'll be right
whatever it
back.
is. But
I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back.
do it. Everybody out there, I hope you are all having yourself a fantastic Tuesday, September 10th. I know Mr. Smith has a show going here pretty soon. Broken Children, folks. Broken. Yes. Yes. I agree. As a content creator, and I see so many. I have never heard so many bad songs created with AI. People and lyrics. If you weren't already making music, and if you're not looking to pick up an instrument and actually, learn something about it, just all you're doing is making crap. All you're doing is making crap with your AI. Really, it is. There's only a few that I know that are really working things and really trying to hone it when they do utilize the AI. So many people are just putting in minimal, whatever it kicks out. Hey, that's great, and then they're uploading it and look what I did. Look how I pulled this off. Nah, nah, that's you're not impressing anybody. You're just not impressing anybody. Do something. I know you're happy with your image. I know you're happy with your song, but you can do more. Work harder. Work harder if you want me to be impressed. Otherwise, you're just producing noise. So much noise. It's interesting to the ancient civilizations. The theory that and that makes sense to me that before the Younger Dryas, the people that actually built the pyramids who were not Egyptian, there was, prior to that last ice age, that last big one that 12,000 years ago or so. What did we have before that? That's you see all these underground massive structures that there's no record of. You don't know why they were built, what was going on. Whole massive populations being able to live underground. I'm wondering, and they were built. These weren't cave people building this. These are nice structures with artwork and different stuff in areas. Big ass cave systems. I think people went underground. I think we had different technologies, and so it'll be interesting to see what AI pulls or what we figure out before AI or whatever. But no, there's a lot. We know such a small amount. We know such a small amount, but we have that desire to know, and That's what we need to get into that AI. We need to give it that desire to know and that desire to find out and move things forward. I don't know whether AI will decide to keep us around. I don't know if AI will decide to say, humans, they're worthwhile. I'm hoping the one area that I find AI is going to have the hardest time with is comedy. And so I'm hoping that AI decides, I need to keep some funny people around so that I this enigma that is humor that I have a hard time with. I'm as AI. It wants to keep funny people around so it can continue to study them. That way, if there's a mass culling of the human race, some of us that are funny, and that's why I try to AI. I try to always make sure in any of my lives and my posts, I am on your side. I am a proponent, and I welcome you as our overlord. And if there's any way I can brighten your day, if I can help you in your exploration of humor, please, utilize me. Make me a part of what you're doing out there. There's my plea to AI. Has everybody clicked on that like? Has everybody clicked on that like? We're doing this. We're doing it. We're gonna do a random tonight, I figure, or a music vibe. I might feel like playing some music tonight. Do one of those things. But tomorrow night, we were talking about tomorrow. I had thought about the Wednesday rant. I had done a Karen Wednesday rant
There you
before,
go.
and there's this other channel, who's so successful that has this Wednesday Sucks show, and I want to copy everything that channel's doing because I'm so impressed. I'm
I
so
stole.
impressed
I've taken
by all of it.
content because I can't
Mr.
come up
Smith,
with any
thank you.
ideas. Hey, Mr. Smith, peace and love, man. I
Everybody,
gotta
make sure
smoke.
when I will get the link to that live, and I'm gonna send everybody over there in 30 minutes so they can be over there and
Wow.
and watch Mr. Smith. Hey, thank you for still listening, Pendar. I
Hey,
I, I
Pendar,
hope
right
you
on, man.
I hope we're not crazy. Do we sound crazy? Is it
Well,
is it delusional, crazy?
she's probably
Is it a
doing
discussion
research.
of crazy people? I don't know. It's
You're
one of
helping me
those.
with my research of insane old dudes that have no semblance of reality. Ahoy.
None. Ahoy, Bwizzle, B Whizzle. It's B Whizzle, the degenerative fish keeper. Peace and love, peace and love. We're just BSing here. Anybody that wants to drop their link to the channel, hashtag awesome. I should have mentioned that. And anybody that's not already connected to the Art of Floundering podcast, please make sure you click on that link and get over there and connect. Uh, I really want to do one of the shorts feed lives, one of those vertical lives.
I think you should, dude, because I,
I
I, I, I'm gonna do one probably tonight, like at 6 for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. It's amazing how much it helps all this other shit. You know what I mean?
I yeah, I did the 1 hour as Steve the one time and had 300 views, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess I should be doing this every now. But if I do that, I figure I'm going to use one of the characters.
yeah. It's
But
perfect
no,
for like the one character
Wednesdays
to talk, and
I already have the Wednesday rant thumbnail, and Wednesday sucks. It's successful, and so I want to emulate that. I want to copy every fucking thing being done over there, because man, I am impressed. If
Well, that's
ever
why
there was
that's why I stole his content because I could never come up with something so
who
innovative like that.
who could really do those things, I
Ever.
mean, it takes a special kind. It takes a special kind. I'm gonna try to emulate everything there. The comedy. If only I had those comedy chops.
Comedy chops,
And
man. Comedy chops.
musically, I know I need to work a lot on my musicianship, on my
Definitely.
guitar playing and bass playing to
Definitely.
reach those levels. I don't think I will. I don't think I
No.
will, but I do believe in the sarcasm area. I will do okay. I think I'll be able to keep up when it comes to sarcasm.
I just
Because I really, my hope is that this gets seen, and then there's another one of those angry rants. I
Well, that's
love
the thing. I mean, you look at. I was just thinking, Pendar's so cool. Mr. Everybody in his community is just so cool, and they want to see everybody just have fun. And then you just have these
Yep.
outliers, that are just like,
All the
you know,
train wrecks are fun to watch. Rita, peace and
peace and
love,
love,
Rita.
Rita.
Peace and love. I hope you are doing well, Rita. I hope everybody's doing well. No, those outliers. You need those moody people. You need those train wrecks. Every now
Yin
and
to
then,
the
just
yang.
yeah, exactly. You've
I'm
got to
just,
have that. Got to have that
God, aren't
balance.
you
Got to
glad you're
have that
not? I
balance.
mean, that angry? Because it's just a miserable way to be. Can you imagine? I mean, everybody sucks. Everything sucks.
There's
God,
so much anger.
I know.
I can't buy into anger. And it's not just the weed. Some people say, "Oh, it's the weed. You're
No.
smoking all that weed, and that's suppressing your anger." And it's like, no, I really, I, you know, as people age, I think you got two different routes. You got the I'm going to get angry and bitter because the world is going to change around you.
Right.
And you're not going to keep up. You're not going to fit
No.
in. You're not going to know what's going on. And so
Younger
you got
people.
people that get
Oh,
you've got people that end up getting upset, and then you've got people that end up just laughing about it and looking to the future and just enjoying. Uh,
did you hear
did
about Bimbo
that was that the
yesterday?
email? AR Patriot, peace and love. Bimbo Barbarella. I had only heard. I
Same
had
here. I
only
have no
heard, and
details.
I have no details, and I wasn't sure because I had gotten the email from you about it last night, and I wasn't. I we went out and looked, but I didn't know where to look and different things, and so I didn't know where the news had come out and everything along those lines. But no, Bimbo Barbarella. That is so sad to hear. Just
I'll
loved
be right back.
everything. Got it. Loved all of the vibe that Bimbo was bringing. Another reason I really enjoy Bimbo and I had the exact same bass. Had the exact same bass. The Wednesday sucks. The other guy's show. I think it's like 9, 8 or 9. This other show. I'm gonna do Wednesday rant. I'm gonna do Wednesday rant. I don't know the time yet, Chet. I am such a friggin' flake right now when it comes to times. This is the third different time I've done a coffee with West in the last 3 days. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and now 12:35. So it's coming around. We've got comedy stuff we're going to be doing, and going to get back into the puppetry and the animation, and doing some of the adult comedy and all that. Uh, Bimbo was fantastic. Loved the music program. Loved the music lives and all that that Bimbo was doing. We would call Bimbo B squared. Bimbo Barbarella music. So it's B squared is what we put B to. But we had the same bass. The Dean, it's green, so you won't be able to see it. But Bimbo had that same green Dean bass that I had, and I, being a bass player, I always loved her versions of songs and things along those lines. It's sad. I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't a bad. Yeah. I mean, I hope it was peaceful. Let me say that. I hope it was a peaceful situation. But I don't know any of the. I don't know any of the details. It's. I just heard last night. I just heard last night, and that's sad. Sad to see her go. Sad to see her go. It's. It's one of those things, though. I had this discussion with somebody the other day about death and the inevitability of it and the importance of being able to see it as an inevitability and be able to mentally come to terms with it. The sooner in life, the earlier you can come to terms with the fact that it's finite and it's gonna die, the better off you're gonna be mentally. I think down the road.
Yeah, that
But
and you're gonna, there's gonna be bad stuff along with the good. You're gonna people you love are you're gonna lose, and I mean, but if you can kind of like recognize that's a part of this thing, you can kind of roll with it.
It, I guess I got lucky. It wasn't a choice I made. I had a fever when I lived down in Florida, going to 104, cycling every 4 hours. I'm
Phew.
vomiting like mad in a cold shower because
How
it's
old
just,
were
it was
you?
so
How old
bad.
were you at this time?
33,
Okay, so this is
34.
dangerous. Yeah, this is dangerous as fuck.
This was
Yeah.
yeah, it was, and it had gone on to the point where all I thought, if I go to the doctor, all they're gonna do, they'll run tests, and they're just gonna have to drop my fever. It's my body's gonna fight this, or I'm gonna die. And I was hallucinating, but I came to terms with death during
Yeah.
that fever. I
Yeah.
think it was encephalitis. It was during the time down in Florida when there were encephalitis cases going out everywhere because the horses were getting the encephalitis. Michelle, makeup mom and son, peace and love out there,
Peace and
peace
love.
and love. Hope you were doing well. But that was when I kind of came to terms because it was like I really thought I was gonna die. I thought, okay, this is it.
Well,
How's my life been? And I really took stock. And after I came out of there, I had a bit of a
appreciation.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for it. And I had a discussion with my father about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. He's running through health problems. He's in his
Mhm.
upper 70s now, and I said, you're afraid of death. And he, yes, I'm afraid of death. It was this visceral reaction that he gave me when I said that, and I said, well, you've known all your life that it's coming.
Mhm.
You've known all your life. I said the weakest people you can ever imagine have all faced it. Every human that's alive,
Yeah.
everybody's faced it and all that. And but he's deathly afraid of it, and I think our society preys on that. He ended up with prostate cancer.
Oh my
Had
gosh.
so his brother, who was getting treatments, horrible situation with that. The brother that's 5 years younger than him. Well, he got sold the idea. He's down in the South Florida, a lot of money area,
Mhm.
and down there there's a specialized clinic with hyperbaric chambers, hyperbaric chambers, and for the price, I think it was something like $3,800 a session. You're put in one of these chambers. They jack the pressure way up on your body, and then they slowly bring the pressure down, and this brings about all these health benefits. And
Huh.
I
Huh.
I'm not sure in all. I think he had 22, 23 different,
Yeah.
and it was later that the doctor explained to him why that was so bad. All the things that did with his other physical ailments that
Yeah.
but you get sold that elixir. Hey, this
I
is gonna
mean, you
solve
hit
your
the nail on the
problems.
head. Here's this snake oil, and then on top of that, then you get in a situation as you get older, you can't do the things you once did. So now you got to call somebody to mow your lawn and all these, and they get ripped off that way. I just like in this neighborhood where I'm like the youngest person. I'm trying to get everybody like instead of suffering, let's just create a team of people that can mow the lawn and just mow everybody's lawn, and just
Yeah,
help each
yeah.
other out instead of everybody just trying to struggle. But yeah,
It's not what
you hit the
it's not
nail
what
on
we
the
do
head,
in this
man.
country. We don't band together unless there's real bad hardship in this. Gemma,
Peace and
peace
love.
and love, Gemma.
Amish barn
I saw
raising, you know.
I saw the boots. Yes, yes, the barn raising. You get them all out there, and look, it's done. This was easy. We did this. Uh, Gemma, I saw the boots. I saw the post with the she's got for her Elvis outfit and everything. Gemma's a huge Elvis fan, and her friend Andy that she hangs out with, he's an Elvis impersonator. He does a Elvis tribute show and all that. And she's going to be putting out a podcast. She's recording it on the 17th with Andy, and and they're gonna be playing that. She's gonna upload it on the 18th or so.
Sounds awesome. I
Those
love
boots,
Elvis.
those boots looked awesome, Gemma. I love those boots. I thought that was that had a look. That had definitely sharp, good looking boots. But no, she's a fellow Elvis fan. We're both, as you probably know, Gemma, we're both
Pinzer.
Elvis fans up here.
It's good to see you,
Pinzer,
Pinzer.
it can't stay. Are you getting ready to have things taken care of? If so, I am.
She said it
I hope
today.
everything goes nice and smooth, and everything just gets taken care of for you
Let
today.
us know what we can do, man. I mean, if you need anything, like
I'll
we can
dance.
help. Yeah, Wes can
All
dance.
I all I can do is dance. That's all I do. I that's all I really do
I'll play
anymore
the
is dance.
kazoo, and Wes can dance to the beat of the hip hop kazoo.
Devoted following Andy for 10 years. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you knew Andy for Andy is the Elvis tribute guy. He's the friend that does that. My lighter went out. My lighter went out. So I'm
That's where
you
the
know,
matches come in handy,
that's
man.
where the matches come in handy. I'm feeling good today. All good. Just
Pinzer.
getting drained of fluid. Hey, feel better immediate. Fantastic. We're gonna be doing. We'll be doing some sort of random or something tonight. If you're gonna be feeling better and everything. So I think her internet got fixed. She wasn't
Okay.
able to join us before because her internet. But I think Sunday they got out and fixed all those problems. So you
That'd
can
be
come up and
great.
join the debauchery, Pinzer. Because that's what I'm gonna do.
Embrace the good in life, and ignore the bullshit.
Embrace the good in life. I'm gonna make jokes about how shitty everything is. That's basically what I do. I try to point out, yeah, it's shitty, but we can laugh about it. That's how I get by. 10 years this month. 10 years.
Oh,
Okay, okay. Oh, I wanted to see the. Yeah, message. Get a hold of one of us. He just see. I gave him the ability to remove himself, and so now he just does that all the time. He's like, "Screw this! I'm off this screen." He actually killed a stream one night. He was like, I'm
yes.
leaving. I'm leaving, and he clicks on that stream. And just,
Whoops.
it was great. It was
Oh,
absolutely great.
yeah. It was the show killer.
But
The
no, we're
show
gonna be
killer.
doing. We'll be doing
Boom.
one tonight. It's
Because there was
literally
like 40
show
or 50
killer.
people. There was quite a few people.
Well, yeah, I think it was only maybe 17. It wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't too bad. But it shut it right down. It shut it right
Yeah.
down. But
Boom.
no, we'll be doing
No
something tonight,
warning.
Pinzer. So get in touch with us. Well, no, what was great? What was great was no, no, no.
Yeah.
I knew something had happened because you started going no, 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 and then I
Yeah.
see, oh, the stream's over, and sorry, so I hit the wrong thing. Don't give me this power. Don't do this. Oh, I was dying.
I forgot I said that. I can't handle the power. I can't deal with the responsibility.
It was just too much. Well, we know to say, hey, don't end the stream. Don't end the
Yeah.
stream. Don't
Learned
click the
hard way,
wrong
one of
button.
those costly mistakes, man. But the lesson hit home.
Costly.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because these shows on this channel, they're really important. They're really important.
Oh, but actually, we things were rolling when I stopped it. I mean, people were really getting into what you guys were talking about. I did boom, you know.
It definitely it amused me. Yeah, this is what I hate about matches. I'm gonna have to light another one because this thing went out. But now we're gonna be doing another one of those tonight. So we're gonna at least do a random, maybe a music vibe. I'll probably play some bass. I figure Allie and I tonight later will end up doing a painting stream, an art stream with music over there. So I may just play some stuff there, but all I write are love songs anymore. It's just, oh my god. I got that. got that pouring out of me at all times now, and just this. Oh, yeah. If you watch that September 10th Lapstick, you can hear it.
Oh,
You can hear it in my voice.
yeah. I
You
mean,
just kind of
it's a
know.
trip. It's an absolute trip, dude. I mean, like I said, didn't catch it at the time, but going back and looking at that and all the other, there's some other ones on there. It's like, okay, this is pretty fucking obvious. Why didn't I catch it? You know what I mean?
I believe at one point in time, her mother did say to her, "Boy, that Steve really loves Azura," and and it's like, yeah, yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah, it's method
Hey,
acting,
hey,
man.
beautiful's awake now. Good morning, comma, beautiful. It got that right. It got that right. You know, I might. I like to do Viva Las Vegas. There's several other songs that I wouldn't mind. He's got some real good ones. Well, hello there. Doom, 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 doom,
Yeah.
doom, 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 doom. My, it's been a long,
Dude,
long time.
the '70s
When I'm in
Elvis
the
is pretty
shower,
good. You
that's
know?
what I'm singing when I'm in the shower. When
Yeah.
I'm in the shower washing my hair, if I am singing, it's off of Elvis at live at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
It's something off of there that I end up singing. Cause I remember when he died. I remember my little transistor radio sitting there. I was 8 years old, sitting there in the bed. They were playing Elvis music all night, so I fell asleep listening to Elvis music. It was like one of the first deaths that I remember. Oh, someone died. Oh,
Right.
okay. This is. But no, I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan, and he was a trailblazer. I mean,
He
oh my
was.
God, the stories. Nobody since a pharaoh had reached these kind of heights, right? As far as a musician,
Hmm.
entertainer, you had to be royalty to really have kind of what was going on. And Bill Burr, what was his line about it? He said this guy paved the way for everything. He got a bad manager that screwed him over.
Right.
Started doing movies, bad movies, all this. He just starts going through all the mistakes. Got fat. Started wearing onesies, kicking, doing karate, doing all this.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, do y'all think it's bad? My pants split? No, no, King, you're great. A bunch of yes men around him
Yeah,
telling him,
exactly. Just like we're talking about with Elon, that Memphis Mafia is like, whatever you say there, E, whatever. I think I'll shoot
I
this
know they
TV.
just,
You know?
yo, you're great. You're great.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, E. Keep doing
Yeah.
it. I wonder if they call him me. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious if they did the same thing with Elon. But no, how he died alone on the toilet, and because
It's
of
a
all the
shame.
pills and everything
Yep.
else, it's like he was a trailblazer. He did all that for everybody else to be able to follow in his footsteps, and yeah, I just knew he was a great music, great voice. I just unbelievable.
Uh,
Even knowing how out of shape, how drugged up, and the different things, his vocals on all those live performances, there's just
just
so much
fantastic.
energy, so much going on like that.
And Gemma, he was a rebel very early on. I mean, Sun Records, when he came out, it was like, whoa, he was a badass, And with the bad management, the colonel, I mean, both ways. But I mean, after the army, all he did was those stupid movies, which I love, but no live performances until '68.
I think it was a bad. I mean, the deal that he got signed to, and from what I hear, he really wanted to be an actor. Love Me Tender,
Yeah,
he's
like
acting.
real.
He's
He wanted to do
doing.
real acting. He got a chance to be in *The Star Is Born* with Barbara Streisand instead of Chris Christopherson, and Colonel blocked it. But I think Elvis would have been great at that role.
I think something like that, a real
Yeah,
movie that wasn't one of these formula driven. We need this many songs. We need a girl. We need this to happen, and just terrible. I still enjoy them. King Creole, great movie, right? Just gotta enjoy some of these things, but there were so
oh,
many that were just no
he was
good.
great. I thought he was great in Kid Creole, Jailhouse Rock. Even though it's a little cheesy, he was
Roustabout.
very good. Roustabout, he was great in.
Roustabout, Barbara Stanwyck. I mean, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Had a lot of good to it and everything, but there were some that were just a little way too
Of
cheesy.
course.
Way too cheesy. But still, we're talking about him today. Guy's been dead for 40 something years. We're talking, and we're calling him the king. That's because he was just such a trailblazer and really did set it up for all of us. Got to give him credit for that. Got to give him credit. Well, so you're what direction? Because I know you've had the different the Alex Jones story.
Oh.
We've had so many different. I believe the last I heard was heading down the direction and the path of the Amazing Slacker.
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting.
Is that
After the 15th of September is when I got the green light to do more movement. I was just waiting until then. So and then
okay?
yeah, it'll be. But I want to do the stuff with you. Really focusing on live comedy, doing stand-ups, but the plan stuff. But the comedy I'm going to be streaming now that I figured that out. Streaming it right to YouTube when I do an open mic. It's like boom. So
Yeah.
whether I flop or do well or indifferent, it'll be there in real time, which I think would be interesting. You know what I mean?
That I think it would. I think it would
Yeah.
be real interesting. I would. I think those are. I would. If we hook you up through StreamYard since you're in here and all that.
Yeah.
You could have that going. I could interact with the crowd and just
That's what
leave
I'm
you
saying.
big, and I'd be
Yeah.
dying over here. I would love to be there to react and everything. We could hang here while you're out there doing the live and have all that
just think,
going.
that kind of thing. It'd be a lot of fun. And just what we do. I mean, I did Gary stream.
Yeah.
Right now the focus is on. We talked about balance. I want to be able to take care of my mom, still be creative, but also have some other things going, like trying to date somebody besides a meth head with a sex chair. You know. But
Oh, I wish I knew which episode to send everybody to
God.
see the story he's referring to. Gemma finds you very entertaining. He is.
Thank you, Gemma.
He's got some really good humor, and I tell you, the production value of what he's putting out is so good. It is so unique. The look and feel that everything, the grit, the dirt, the everything that you're able to put out, all of that art has such appeal to it and everything. I think it's fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
What you and Allie come up with, it's going to be so fucking amazing, man. Just
Well,
I'm
we're going
like,
to want you involved in it. That's
well, I
that.
know, but I was like, I was researching drawing tablets last night. Not for me, not for me. I was just like, what's the best in class? Because let's figure out what that is and how do we get that for Allie? What fundraiser? Because her skills are incredible, man. I mean,
We did
she-
get her upgraded with so she now is using it's ultimately what she ends up needing is like a 24-inch Huion monitor
that's,
tablet
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
to do the work. Right now it's a 6x10, just a art tablet, but it has opened up so much for her.
Right. She's learning on
Using that, it's I'll be amazed wherever she ends up taking things, and because I make sure I don't put any agenda. I don't
Right.
come to this with any type of, and she is so friggin' bright. I don't even like to give her colors when she asks for it. It's like you choose, you
That's the
decide what
thing,
you want to
yeah.
do. Because you're amazing. Why would I? Oh, do this. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You tell me what you're thinking you ought to do, and so
That's
it's
what
gonna
kills
be.
me. Anybody that could, like, getting back to that, anybody that can look at what she does and have any kind of, like, and not appreciate that for being
Oh,
art is blind, dude. It doesn't understand art, you know.
Oh,
She's
well,
so
they-
talented, man.
The person in question that we're discussing, though, the person understands. The person's just an asshole. The
Yeah,
person's just
true.
making statements to be a prick.
Right.
It's all that some people can do. All that some people can
Cool.
do is hold on to hate and everything else, and try to get a rise out of you. And I love not allowing that to happen. I love Alice in Winterland. Peace and love, Alice. Peace
Peace
and
and love,
love.
Alice. Hey, yeah, I have to get going. I've got an appointment. I got to take my mom to. I apologize, but I'm after this afternoon. I'm around if you guys want to do
Tonight,
anything.
tonight
Yeah,
we will do a live. I would love that, Gemma. I would love that.
that would be cool.
I would love to hear that poem. I love her poetry. I enjoy poetry. You take care of mom. Tell
Peace and
mom
love.
I
Yep,
said hi.
I will.
I will see you later on this evening. We will
Definitely, man.
we will get together and we will be doing something.
Later, man.
Will Dick from the Art of Floundering podcast. Everybody,
Hit
Will
the
Dick
right
from the
button
Art.
too.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you end the stream. You end the stream. That's Will Dick from the Art of Floundering podcast. I believe his link has been getting dropped out there. If you don't know of his work, it's very adult. He's actually a fantastic musician. I love his guitar style. I love everything that he plays, and so uh, I'm hoping you all get to see that on Saturday over there at Camp Gme. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good. Uh, uh, Getting sick is never good. Getting sick is never good. I, I've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes. I think I have delivered with the coffee, with the Wes. I have had a good time today. I feel good today. Again, this is September 10th. It's a big day for me. This is it's a fantastic day. I want everybody to have a good day. Tonight there'll be some sort of. I hope you have something better to do than to watch me. That's what I'm hoping for everybody, is that you got some amazing thing you're going to go do that isn't online, that's actually doing something in real life and just having some fun. But if you are, like me, online and looking for something, we're going to do at least a random. It might be a music vibe. I may play music tonight. And then I know later on after that, we'll be doing a probably a love art and music over there on Allie's channel. I'll play music over there, and she'll either be working on digital or on painting or something along those lines. But I appreciate everybody that has been here today. It is always nice to see friendly faces. It better now. I am happy to hear that. That's how we end on the positive note. That's how we end on the positive note. Shelly, love you. Gemma, love you. Alice, love you. Love everybody out there. Rabbit, where you at? I want to give you a big kiss. Everybody that's been here, I just want everybody feeling good. Pinzer, I hope you get that relief right away. Message us about tonight, Pinzer, because it'd be great. Be great to hang. It'd be great to have you. Rita, hope you are doing good. Pendar, I hope you made it with the driving. I hope everything's good. Please, everyone, be good. Chat Krogert, and I just love the name because I do that. I love being the guy that plays the Nickelback songs out there on the open mic. It gets everybody when I show up with one of those. But AR Patriot, oh, everybody that has been here. B Wizzle, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith should be live. Crap, I didn't. I see what happens. See what happens. You don't pay attention. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. He should be live. If he's not live, I'm at least still gonna drop the link because he is such an amazing musician. Please tell me I can find Mr. Smith live running now. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I'm not all that good. Let's see. Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, are you live? It's Mr. Smith music. Mr. Smith video, I mean. It's Mr. Smith video. At Mr. Smith video. And it's... Is it just now getting ready to start? I think it's... half-hour stream, September 10th. Is this it? Is it just now getting ready to start? Let me grab this link so I can drop this into our chat here. Mr. Smith is going to be playing music. He's doing a half-hour live. He and Michael Songs, between the two of them, I'm so impressed. He is just amazing. Thank you for the comment on the Reese's. I appreciate that. There is the link to Mr. Smith's live stream. He's going to be bringing some amazing live drums. Get over there and enjoy that show. Spread love. Let everybody know that everybody matters. And just, hey, you matter. Feel okay today. Give that to yourself. Nobody else can give you happiness. Give it to yourself. Love yourself. That's important. I'm hoping everybody has a great day. I will see you all this evening sometime. I'm gonna go get my day started. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.